Hello and good evening, IB parents. My name is Brett Peckham. I am the instructor for the IBSL econ course. There's just a small group of the IB students. It's a small class, which makes it very pleasant. Everybody has the opportunity to uh, discuss concepts. It seems as if most of the students feel very open and comfortable with each other to share jokes or even if I ask a question and someone doesn't know the answer, they're not scared to voice their opinion, which is a wonderful thing in any sort of classroom environment. Um, it's very nice and relaxing, and I actually very much appreciate it that the students are so comfortable with each other. Every day, we log on together. Every school day, we log on together through a big blue button. They just click on here, and that brings us to a public chat. The students are able to either type into a text box and ask questions, or they're able to turn on their microphones or their video cameras and ask any questions that they like of me. The typical class runs through 40 to 50 minutes of us discussing the the IB topics through our textbook. And then at the end of each section, we'll go and try and address any of the questions that might show up on either the paper one or paper two topics. The students have access to getting a hard copy of the textbook, but if they didn't want one, I have them provided for you. You can just click on the notes right here, and I have a PDF version of the textbook for all the students. Plus, I have all of my notes illustrated out here for the students as well, so they'll be able to get those at any point in time. So most of the class days are just us discussing the IB topics and then trying to answer some of the questions that might show up on the paper one or paper two topics in May. But the real emphasis of their actual homework, I should say, or classwork would be their internal assessments, the IAs. There are 3 IAs that the students will complete over the entire year. They'll have to complete one IA on microeconomics, which they did during the first 9 weeks, a second IA on macroeconomics, and then a third IA on either international or developmental economics. I have the rubric here, which goes over what we're looking for in the IA, what the IB the IB graders are looking for in here. And essentially what they're trying to do with this IA is ask students to find a news article from a reputable source from the last year, and can they add their own analysis to this? Can they analyze it? Are they able to come up with their own forms of solutions? Can they address the individual stakeholders? Do they have an idea of what's going to happen in the long run versus the short run? And through this rubric, they're able to determine how well they'd be able to perform in the future. But I go ahead and add more details for them about what I can do, what I can't do, people are looking for, and I have additional resources for them to be able to complete the IA in a proper format. The students are able to have a peer review prior to submitting their IA, and I also provide them with examples of previous students' IAs and the scoring guidelines that IB had actually provided. Most of the class that we just go through and discuss these topics is fairly routine. The only thing that's really different or individualized would be the 3 papers at the end, which are the IAs. If there are any questions that you guys might have, please feel free to email me. It's brett.peckham@ocps.net, located here and here. This IB course is relatively straightforward, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that the students probably haven't complained too much about the IB coursework for economics. Maybe some of the other classes, but I try and respect these students to the best of my ability and make sure that I'm not overloading them with homework. We do just classwork. I work through them, excuse me, I work with them to complete those end of section questions. I'll answer every single one of them with them. I understand that there are a lot of outside stressors in the world, this year, and I want to make sure that if I have the opportunity to reduce some of that stress for these young adults, that I'd like to try and take that opportunity to do so. I'm always available. I'm here to answer any questions I possibly can. So if you have any questions, please, again, just reach out to me and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.